Hey, so in this video I want to talk about if your girlfriend keeps looking at other men, she's flirting with other men, giving them the eye, what do you do and how do you handle this situation the right way to come off as attractive and emotionally secure and stable? I'm going to go through an email first from a viewer who talks about this situation, and we'll pick apart where he went wrong and what he did. He kicks it off. Hi Chris, I have this thing where I notice an attractive guy that is totally my girlfriend's type in public. I notice that my girlfriend takes short glances at the guy, and that's pretty much it. I always ask her if she was taking a glance because she found him attractive, and she gets really defensive and says she wasn't, and she promises me that she doesn't, but I really don't believe her. What are your opinions on this? I know it's normal to look at other attractive people, but I get irritated by this and feel as though she is being disrespectful, and it makes it hard for me to trust her. Well, in this situation, if your girlfriend is looking at other men, there's two reasons for this. The first reason is that she is a human being, so she's naturally programmed and wired like you, like everybody else in this world, to look at other people. Some women look at men more, some women don't look at all. They just have their head in the ground. They're not looking at anything in their environment. They don't really notice any other men. They're not so visual. Some women are very visual, very flirtatious. If she has the kind of character where she's looking at other men, she's flirting with other guys, then you have to be very clear about what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. If she is going over the top, there has to be a line that she doesn't cross. Now, you have to do this in the right way. If you get butthurt, if you get upset, if you get angry, very jealous, all of this tells her that you're weak, you're emotionally insecure, and you feel threatened by other men, which leads me to my next point. The other reason why women do this, why they look at other men, it's to test you, right? They want to see your reaction, how you're going to react to the situation. Are you going to get upset? Are you going to get jealous? If you feel threatened by other guys, and I've seen men who have very high value, very successful, we're talking about successful businessmen, successful professional athletes, they get tested just like the average person, the average guy. And women will say things like, oh, that guy's really attractive. It might be the guy, the IT guy. It could be the accountant. It could be anybody who is obviously not that attractive, but they'll say it because they want to get a reaction out of you. They want to see how you're going to react to the situation. Are you going to get upset? Are you going to get jealous? Are you going to get insecure? If you feel threatened by another man, then that tells her that you're emotionally weak and fragile, and you might be low value. Right? These little red flags come up and she can see it, she can sense it, she can feel it. Women are very, very intuitive. She feels that you're emotionally weak or vulnerable in this respect. She's going to keep on pushing that button, and she's going to try to upset you by looking at other men. Right? It's going to get worse because she knows that this is a weakness. It's going to trigger you. Now, in both situations, right, if she's testing you, or if that is her natural character, you must show that you're not affected because you're so secure in yourself that you don't care about any other men. They're not a threat. She's always going to choose you. That's how you see it. She's sleeping with you. She's being intimate with you. She's kissing you. She's telling you how much she loves you. That shows you that through her actions, she wants to be with you. If she crosses the line, if she does it too much, if it becomes offensive and very disrespectful, feel free to pull her aside and tell her, hey, that's not acceptable. I would never do that to you. How would you like it if I did the same thing to other women? If she still doesn't get it, then you have to make a very clear and decisive choice about whether this is the right person with you, if she respects you or not. But I guarantee you that if you walk away from her and tell her that this is not acceptable behavior, and then you're going to break up with her, she will respect you and she will change at that point. Now, if you want to know more about how to maintain and build and create attraction, I highly recommend you get a copy of my book, Atomic Attraction. It has over 120 real-life scientific studies on attraction and over 40 case studies. I highly recommend you get a copy of this book. You can pick up your copy today by clicking on the link below. And don't forget, I do Skype, phone, and email consultations. You can book a consultation with me on my website, developattraction.com. Talk soon.